Hey Jets, have you ever gave an excuse to a teacher for not turning in homework on time? Well, today, Kate and I will be going around campus asking teachers what their most memorable excuses were from students for not turning in homework. Let's go!
I've been a teacher for probably longer than maybe most of you guys, older than most of you guys. But I never thought I'd be encountering one student who actually told me the classic. It was the dog ate my homework. But there's a twist for her because she actually brought proof with homework with bite marks and slightly wet. I think the dog slobbered on it too.
Well, one day a kid came in, they had something due. It was like a playing assessment. And then, I don't know what it was. They didn't submit it, so I was like, hey, where's the assessment? They're like, oh, I was practicing it all weekend, and I couldn't do it. I was practicing it all weekend. It took me like 2 hours on Saturday or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I said, where's your instrument? And they were like, oh, I left it at home. But then it was actually just over on the shelf.
Did the student get any punishments for their actions or?
Oh no, she just turned in her homework. We normally have something called an oops notice. Basically, you get that and you get your parent to sign it, and then she brings it back the following day. That's it. No punishment.
Okay.
Did I punish the student?
No.
Yeah, I beat them with a stick. I was like, oh really? Because your instrument's like right there. And then, oh, I was doing the fingerings.
So for homework, I would say the most memorable, as it happens almost every day, is students like to say that they forgot their homework at home, but they actually just didn't do it, and that's their excuse. But I will say this, the other day a student came to me and said they didn't have any paper to do their homework on, and so when I collected it, they turned in this, and it was a Merry Christmas card with their integration all worked out on it. So that's pretty memorable. I might keep this one.
That's cute.
It is pretty adorable, right?
Yeah.
So in 8th grade we write memoirs, and I've had students tell me before that they couldn't write anything because they haven't had anything traumatic to them and they've had no conflict in their life, thus their story would have no problem.
What grade is it?
Oh, this is juniors.
Oh. You don't give them any punishment for doing it on the wrong paper, right?
How can I? I never told them what paper to do it on.
True.
If you're gonna make them an excuse, please at least make it memorable and fun.
Remember one time Sean told me that his homework was eaten by his pet dragon.
His pet dragon? Can you explain more about it?
He said his family has been raising a dragon from 100 years ago for many generations already. So, yeah, that's what he told me.
So is that his excuse every time he doesn't bring in his homework?
Sometimes.
Did you give him any punishments for not doing his work, or?
I usually just remind him to bring to me next time. Make sure he finishes and bring to me next time. Then, yeah, I think I'm just too nice to give the punishments, so I usually just remind them to bring it to me next time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I guess the most memorable excuse I've gotten from a student was in New York City once. I gave some kind of chemistry assignment, I don't remember what it was, but I guess the kid didn't do it, and instead of just making up a normal excuse or just telling me that they forgot or whatever, I guess they spent the whole morning. They took a scrap piece of paper and they made a giant footprint on it, and they made it look like it was a rhinoceros. And then when I was going around checking the homework, they gave me this dirty piece of paper, and they said that they actually did do their homework, and they were walking to school this morning, and a rhinoceros ran out and attacked them, and they held up the homework assignment, and the only reason that they weren't killed was because they shielded themselves with my homework. But unfortunately, the rhinoceros knocked them out.
Try to find the purpose and motivation for why your teacher is asking you to do the work, because there is a reason, and try to get it done on time, or talk to your teacher if you can't, without a fake excuse.
To be honest, it's kind of normal. I don't know. I think it's really normal to forget things. I mean, adults forget things all the time. Teachers forget things all the time, and even though excuses are funny and they're memorable, I don't really feel like you have to make an excuse, especially as you get older. own up to it and you say, look, I wasn't able to do this and I apologize. Is there any way that I can, have a couple more days and then sit down and then actually get it done? And I don't think anybody would hold that against you. And I think that's probably the best way to do it.
What was your favorite excuse, Jets? Let us know in the comments.